What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Yeah, man, I'm in the building. I had to get in here early today. I saw all the comments yesterday about my Method Man post, man. Let me be the first to say, you know what I'm saying? I do want to apologize for one thing about the Method Man thing that I was wrong on.
What?
Because it was so fluid. That I found out through the comments that Method has been reaching out to the young artists and has been working with them. That was something that the people in the comments let me know.
Exactly.
And that's why I like to, once we get on a topic or something, and I never claim to be perfect when it comes to something because I'm coming off the head with a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff I'm coming off my memories of a person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so I really didn't know that he was reaching back for the young folks and that they was, working together. Yeah. But everything else I stand on. And I would say to any other artist that is, that's older, old school, reach back out to the young artists, you know what I'm saying? Reciprocate the love, teach them. We got to teach them the history of, of rap itself. And then we won't have a lot of artists upset when they do these concerts and the young kids don't know nothing about them. But I will apologize to Method for just assuming that he would not hear, you know what I'm saying, putting in work with the young folks.
Exactly, yes, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's big of you, Wick.
Appreciate it. I'm trying to just be
bigger and bigger every day.
I'm trying to be a better man now than I was 1 minute ago.
Oh, man. I ain't mad at that. Well, hell, you know what? That's a perfect segue onto what Stephen A. Smith and Will Smith got going on. Oh. Because Will Smith is trying to be a better man than he was 1 second ago. So that means if he slapped the shit out of you 1 second ago and then he wants to go and walk a red carpet the next second, he's a better man for that.
He's been suspended for a month and a year and 2 months.
My God.
Out of 10 years. So he did do, in the criminal system, he would have did state time because you get 2 for 1. So because he put out a 10-year suspension from the academy. So he back after a year and some change, and I'm glad Will back.
Well, Stephen A. Smith has everybody in the uproar because he's saying that Will Smith needs to make an apology to the black community. He says everybody makes a mistake. This is not hatred. I love Will Smith still, but you got to have a conversation as to why you did what you did.
Now, my first thing, B-High, is, I follow Stephen A. Smith. I've been following, all those sports shows. A lot of stuff that I get in my game when I'm talking comes from them, from Shannon, from Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even I took some stuff from Skip from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I saw the formula that they were using on those shows, Cold Pizza back in the day. And so I got it early when a lot of people didn't get it. So it pays me to sit here and say that Stephen A. Smith needs to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And I say this, and I say that to say this right here. First of all, you don't know, you're assuming that, he's saying that the black community as a whole, or he's saying kind of more like he needs to straighten it with Chris, and we need to just have our nose in it, kind of, seeing what's going on. Because how do we know that he hadn't talked to Chris about it? And that's all that matters. I don't think that he owes us blacks an explanation for why he slapped his face off. Yeah. I think that he owes Chris's family and his family. Yeah. And as long as both families are okay with that right there, I don't feel like what does he owe Wicked and Beehive an apology for? You understand what I'm saying? Now, some people, the mindset is this: if you do something publicly, then you should apologize publicly.
That's
so
real.
I can understand what Stephen A. is trying to kind of say. Yeah. But the victim in this case might not want to even hash it up again. He might the victim might be saying, you have to make sure that's what the victim wants. Yeah. Hey man, since I did this publicly, is it okay if I apologize to you publicly? Nigga might say, you know what, bro, we already talked about this shit 50 times, man. It's behind me. Nah, I don't want you to go back out there in front of no camera and remind the world when you slapped me, and then they start back playing the slap again because I'm just now getting past it. Yeah. You've already apologized to me. I don't need you to go back out there and wake it back up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. How does Stephen A., while he's saying that Will owes an apology, knows that Chris Rock and his family wants an apology? One more thing before I turn it back over to you. How does he know that Chris Rock don't want an apology at all, and it's on site when he see him. Because you know how we are in the hood.
Yeah.
Some stuff you can't give me no apology about.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember when we were young, Beehive, and you know, and you slap your brother or something.
Yeah.
And your mama, you know, they caught you and they said, okay, now hold your chin up.
Exactly.
You know, hit him right back.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to sit there and take it. You know.
And he slapped the hell out of your ass.
Hard as hell. You know, for all the crying.
Playing.
Exactly.
All the playing.
So how do we know that ain't Chris Rock's mindset?
Yeah.
No, bruh, it ain't gonna be good with me until I do something as equally as humiliating to you, and I get my lick back. A lick for lick, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Some people live on that theory, not the Martin Luther King theory, where I'm turning the other cheek.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So Stephen A. Smith, unless he knows something that I don't know, I think he just should keep it out of their business and let two grown men work it out. Not put a demand like he's the president or he's the, you know, he's the what they call a mediator in court.
Yeah.
You know, so now you apologize. Now you like, he used to referee. Man, shut up.
I think for the people, I mean, just with Will Smith being a celebrity and being loved by all because he was one of our favorite pillars in the entertainment industry, you know, for those that followed Will Smith's career, it was a flawless career until that slap happened. So for him to break up that winning streak of being the good guy and turn into Tupac out of no damn well, it was like, hey man, what was really going on? Let us know, because right now you right back out here with Martin Lawrence promoting Bad Boys, having the time of your life, like you ain't slapped the hell out of Chris Rock.
But how you know that's how he's acting? How do you know that he hadn't spoke to Chris?
We don't know that. We don't know that.
We know and that it's all bad between them.
Well, Chris Rock's brother said that he was still pissed off, so obviously I don't think that there was no real apologizing going on.
And you know what? That could be 100% true. I don't know. That's the point I'm making. Maybe Stephen A. Smith, who seems to, he has all these sources, maybe he knows something I don't know. My thing is, us coming from the hood, you come from Southwest Atlanta, me come from Decatur, it's just a hood rule. Stay out of folks' business. Stop running your mouth so much. If two streets are beefing with each other, last thing is the third street niggas from over there. Man, I'm just glad I'm not beefing with none of them.
Exactly.
Let me mind my own business. And so, you know what I'm saying? And let it play out first. Now, if Chris Rock wants to come out and say, how dare this nigga, he doing a movie, he blah, blah, blah right now, you know, he ain't even straighten this up right here. Now I can see Stephen A. Smith come out there, you know what, Chris Rock is upset about that. I think you owe him and the black community an apology because this man is saying something. But you don't know if they don't squash this shit and they bury the hatchet and don't want to talk about it again publicly.
And see, the other thing is, I don't think the black community is really that angry with Will Smith about it because he slapped a man over talking about his wife.
And it's down the middle.
You know, who's really going to get angry at Will Smith for defending his wife's honor?
Correct.
Even though they ain't been together for 10 years. But
you're absolutely right about that. Here's another caveat to that also. Not that just you, it's down the middle. There are some people that are mad, just like what you said, Will Smith was slapped, but there's some people that are mad at Chris Rock for getting slapped and not doing nothing about it either.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying? Just like what I just talked about with your mom and them. No, you're going to go back out there and you're going to slap him back.
Come on now.
You understand? You're going to put our name on this. Our name is not going to be standing for the slappies. We the slappers too. You know what I'm saying? So how do we, there could be a piece of the population that is mad at Chris Rock for not doing nothing yet. You know what I'm saying?
So then on the other side of the street, then will Chris Rock ever be able to live this down unless Will Smith comes out and clarifies everything then?
I don't think that a clarification, when you get to a certain point where as a man that you've been slapped, that there is no clarification in words, man. There's no classification. What are you gonna tell me? You don't slap me out. Now, if let's put another scenario together. You know, Chris and Will don't got drunk or something. They at a party.
Yeah.
The cameras could be rolling.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Your wife got there about nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Will slaps him.
Yeah.
Chris throw the drink in his face and then they tear that bitch down.
Exactly.
Now I'm like, you know what? Now you can give me an apology because you know what? People might say, say, you know, Wick got slapped at that party, but it's also when people be like, Wick tore that motherfucker up too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas were running for the exit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm Nobody was safe after that right there. So now I still got a little win. You know, now if Will wanted to come back and apologize, hey, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what happened at the party when we had to tear down. You know, I apologize for that. I was a little intoxicated. I could take an apology then. Because I don't got mine anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when you just... But no, you don't slap me out on national television and ain't nothing got done. There's nothing for me to talk about. You know, except for let it go. Let it go at all. When I see you, I'm going to slap the shit out you. I'm going to record it.
So then I'm going to ask you this then. Is Stephen A. wrong for not letting it go and just, you know, acting like it never happened and enjoying the new press run for Bad Boys?
Absolutely. Stephen A. Smith is wrong for that's what we call in the hood instigating. Hey, put the stick up here. I bet you won't knock it off. You know what I'm saying? It's always the instigator. You're a flat out instigator. If Will or Chris hadn't came out and said anything about it, or Chris hadn't said I demand an apology before, or I'm tearing, or I'm not supporting, I'm tearing every time I see him, it's on site. Then you got something. You ain't heard nothing from what I understand. Like I said now, unless Stephen A. Smith knows something that I don't know. Maybe he's on the phone with Chris and Chris is telling him, yeah, you to that nigga apologize to me in front of everybody. Maybe that's what's going on. But it looks like, for me looking outside, looking in, that it's just your hood instigators. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else got a problem with nothing. Like you said, Will and Martin, they on a press run right now. I ain't hear nobody else saying anything about it. And I ain't heard Chris Rock say anything. So what dog do you have in the fight, Stephen A. Smith?